Welcome, Gemini, to Mermaid Song Tarot and your reading for the month of April. This is a general reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So you'll want to take a look at the other videos for your Moon and Rising signs and get a more clear, complete picture of how the energies of the month are going to play out for you. As always, it is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. And I'd like to ask that the messages be clear and concise and for the highest good of everyone who sees this video. And I ask that you bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, and fabulousness. Fantastic. Okay, I do a 5-card reading with the elements, excuse me. First one is Earth, which has to do with our resources. And we have the Fool. Nice. Okay, indicates new beginnings, brand new adventures. You may be starting out on a brand new job, in a new town, in a new home, in a new relationship. This is a card of beginnings for you, and it's a card of beginnings in your resources. Might be a new way that you are creating more abundance in your life, Gemini. I like this card for you. This is lovely. Okay. Now, for the card for air, which has to do with our thoughts and our communications, we've got 9 of Cups. Lovely. Okay, so 9 of Cups. Cups are about our emotions. 9 of Cups is about wish fulfillment and for our personal emotional fulfillment, right? Since we're in the air card, this is talking about ways in which our thoughts and our communications with others are personally fulfilling. So this might be a month for you, Gemini, when you really reconnect with your friends. It might be a way that you're connecting not only with your friends, but with yourself in ways that are personally fulfilling for you. Keep in mind that's emotional fulfillments, but it's going to be expressed in the way that we communicate with others. All right, Fire card, which is about passions, desires, and our actions. We've got 2 cards. We've got the 5 of Swords. Now, the 5 of Swords is a card of conflict. It's a card of sharp words. And it's a card of perhaps speaking before you think about it. It's not a card that indicates a massive battle and, terrible things happening. But it is a card that indicates that we may need to watch the way that we're communicating. We need to maybe slow down our actions. This is in the fire element position, which has to do with action. So it could be that the actions that we're taking need to think before we speak and look before you leap. Also, for the fire card position, we have the Justice card. You may be involved in a legal matter of some kind. You may be in the legal profession, perhaps. And it's also going to have to do with balance. How are we balancing our actions and our speech with others in the month of April? Gemini, interesting. I like this for you. Very thought-provoking, actually. Let's take a look at the card for water while I mull that over, because I feel like there's an additional message there, and it'll come out when it's ready. There we go. All right. Card for water is the 4 of Swords. Okay, this is interesting. I was wondering if this was going to come out. Now, the 4 of Swords is a card that talks about a rest, right? Take a look. The soldier is still got their sword with them, but they are resting. Now, the swords represent our thoughts. So we're resting our thoughts. We're resting those thoughts that go round and round, anxieties and worries. And we're kind of resting from communications as well. So if we take a look at, we've got this strife here, which has to do with some words. We've got justice, a balancing, and we've got a rest. If you are in a battle of some kind, perhaps a war of words in the month of April, Gemini, it's going to result in a balancing, and it's going to result in a time of rest for you. So bear this in mind. There may be a conflict of some kind that comes up for you in the month of April. It will bring about balance to your life. It's probably not going to be pleasant while you're going through it, but keep in mind that this is part of your process of looking for emotional fulfillment. You're going to need to slow down. You're going to need to try to remain balanced and think before you speak. Last card is for Spirit. Oh, that came quick. Okay. And we have the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant card is all about, can be about higher learning. So if you've been thinking about going back to school or taking that online course, now's the time to do it, Gemini. April will be your month to do it. But the Hierophant is also about institutions, ceremonies, anything to do with those types of things. So it's possible some of you Geminis might be getting married, or you might be making a commitment as solid as a marriage. Could have to do with contracts as well. Your new journey might be you're signing a contract on a brand new home. Wouldn't that be exciting? If you are, make sure all of the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. The Justice card indicates that you're going to need to read the fine print very, very carefully. Love this for you, Gemini. This is fantastic. Okay, thank you so much for being here. And if this resonates with you, please hit the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to receive notifications of future videos from Mermaid Song Tarot. Thanks for watching. Many blessings.